What's going on, everybody? How you doing, and welcome. My name is Lord PeteyTV. So I wanted to take a moment to show everybody a quick little update for this new patch that just came out. Now, many of you might be asking yourselves, where's the skip? What's going on? So I've actually taken the time to record pretty much the whole process. I ended up doing the quest chain on its entirety on my hunter, and then after that, I went back and I was able to retrieve my cloak on my monk and also my druid. It's actually fairly simple. So let's go in, kind of take a look at that. So when you end up starting this patch, what you're going to want to end up doing is you're going to go to Dornegal, you're going to go to the main city hub, you're going to end up talking to the question mark that is there, and they are going to tell you to start your quest line. After the quest giver starts walking, he's going to end up creating a portal. This portal, you're going to go in there, you're going to end up taking it, and it's going to end up putting you into the area of Tazavesh, essentially. So it's going to be the biodome and the whole new zone and everything else that comes with it. Now, so here it is, and the quest is going to be there, and it's going to have you do a whole bunch of quests in there, and you're going to end up being told to go to this next area on the other side of Tazavesh. And this kind of confused me a little bit, so I wanted to kind of show everybody a little bit more. You have a couple of quests here, you just hand those off, and then I didn't know how you were supposed to get to the other side. And originally I thought, oh, I'll just go and run. And I forgot I was not on a flying mount. And I ended up going down. I should have followed the person that flew there, but I did not, so I fell. And what happens after I fall, I end up having to kind of reload and then fly over. Now, the reason you might be asking yourself, why are we going through it this way? I wanted to show you that you also have a jet stream there too. That jet stream will allow you to fly to the other side. Now, they are kind of teaching you the basic movements of where everything is going and so on and so forth. And you'll see there that you're going to have those dots with the jet stream. You're going to take that jet stream to the other side. There is another flight master on the other side, but it's quick and easier way to go through than having to die like I ended up doing because I just wasn't paying attention. So once you end up going to the other side, they're going to end up telling you to the next area you're going to want to start going. And that area that you're going to go start going on is going to be the biodome. So the biodome is essentially a new it's a new dungeon that you're going to, a new mythic plus you're going to do, or the ecodome, I'm sorry. So it's going to have lots and lots of quests there. So you're going to want to make sure you go in there, start with the quests, and end up completing them all in there. There might be some bugged quests in there, so make sure when you're going through, you watch exactly what you're doing. There's going to be a rod quest. Make sure you end up picking the right slots of the rods. Make sure you end up, picking up the right slot out of the basket on the left and putting it in the correct small rod spot in the center. And then after that, they're going to tell you to go and kill a whole bunch of mobs in this next area. And you're going to end up meeting these 4 dudes here, which are going to send you on another quest. Now, these guys here are going to end up having you do a bunch of new things. After you complete all those guys' quests, they're going to tell you to come here and talk to each other and everybody else and start this ritual, essentially to get you the power for your legendary cloak. Zealotaf will essentially assist you with that. So you're going to kind of go through that process. You're going to place the objects that you found throughout the whole zone here, and they're going to end up, going into this ritual. The ritual itself is not that long, but it is just a long chain of, story. On top of that, you're going to have a bunch of quests you're going to have to deal with, so you're going to want to follow that stuff here too. After that portion is completed, you're going to end up being sent over to the Outlook. At the outpost or Outlook, whatever you want to call it, you're going to have to talk to these guys here. And what they're going to end up doing is they're going to end up telling you on essentially how to get your cloak, how to get your rewards, or I should say, what to do with your rewards and the upgrades and stuff to your cloak that you're going to end up getting. To do that, you're going to have to go into another phase, and then this nether space, quote unquote, you're going to end up talking to the individuals themselves. They're going to end up giving you the powers to upgrade your cloak. You can upgrade your cloak. I'm unsure how many times per week, but you have actually 6 max warbound ones that you can charge at a time. So make sure you're not ending up, overpacking them. I've already gotten 2 spots, as you'll see in the next portion of this video. But overall, it's a very easy way so far to kind of go through. It just takes you some time, but this cloak is really, really going to be powerful the more and more you upgrade it. So it's really going to be your focus every single week, and it's going to be the first thing you're going to end up wanting to do. This end portion, we're going to end up speeding up a little bit because it's already kind of repetitive, but this is how you end up skipping the quest. You're going to end up starting the quest like normal in Dornagal. You're going to end up following the guy to open up the portal. He's going to open up the Eternal, to open up the portal. You're going to open up the portal. You're going to end up talking to the dudes in the beginning of the quest, and you're going to get to a portion where it's going to tell you to skip. You're going to end up skipping the campaign of all those other little quest lines and skipping that. Now, I was very confused the first time I did this because you don't get any notification of where you're going, what's going on, or what you're doing next. So I was very, very confused. So I ended up kind of looking it up, and I thought to myself, all right, well, I guess I'm going to have to go to where we had the cloak kind of dropped off and picked up. So we end up speeding to the cloak location, and we're kind of going really, really quick here. And we're going to speed, and we're going to follow that trail. And we're just going to get to the other side. It literally takes 2 seconds. Like I said, this is double speed, just so that you can kind of go through and see this a little faster than normal. It's not like you're going to get any sound other than my beautiful voice here that is sick anyway. But we end up going through. We end up going to the side here. And I thought that it might be the bottom here, but it's not. It's actually the top. So we're going to check this vendor here, and then I realized that's not the right vendor. It's just a lot of transmog and other cool things you can get there. And then I had to actually double check it. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's the top side. What am I doing? So I end up going up top, going around, and there's our guys. So we're going to end up taking the quest there for that. We're going to end up looking there, and then there's notations for a new cloak. And then also for your gems, for your fibers, and all of them are right there. You can buy as many as you want. So you can end up buying them right away. It is not activated until you end up going into the other realm. So I go into the other realm. I make sure I get the upgrades there, and then on top of that, I make sure I get the toy to kick me out of the Nether realm, which is perfect. So as you just saw, it's a very easy transition to pick up your cloak, get those quests going, and so on and so forth. Now, it's not, like I said, it's not that difficult. It's pretty quick. It only takes you about 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours to complete the quest chain at your leisure. And then after that, it takes you quickly, just a couple of seconds, to go back and do it again for your alts. So you just have a couple of quests, and then the hands in, and then you're good to go. So thank you so much for checking out the video. As always, if you're looking right now for me, Lord PeteyTV, every single Monday through Friday on Twitch and YouTube, please make sure you come and check out all of our videos. If you're looking to support the channel, you can either follow, subscribe, or join, however which way. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Bye, everybody.